Hi everyone, and welcome back to one of my non-scripted videos, which means it's going to be a hot piece of mess as you know it. I'm Ash, and today I am going to be talking about the Seraph of the End chapter 100. That's right, Seraph of the End reached 100 chapters this month. That's really exciting. It's been a monthly manga, so, one chapter per month, so 12 chapters every year, which is quite slow. Compared to what some other people might be used to with weekly updates. I know it's slow for me because the previous stories I read before this were weekly chapter updates like Promised Neverland and Beastars. So it's been hard having to deal with one chapter a month, but I'm getting through it. It's the fandom is the glue that keeps us all together. But basically, I wanted to start this little kind of mini monthly series back in January because I felt like new year, new series, fun. But with chapter 98, but I was really lazy and I couldn't stop thinking about it, but also I couldn't get my thoughts together enough to make like a scripted video or something like that, and I was feeling too lazy. So I figured, why don't I just ramble for like 20 odd minutes about the chapter every month and give my thoughts and some stuff like that on it. So 100% unscripted. I was gonna do it on video, but then I realized my webcam is garbage, so I'm sorry, you just get to listen to my silky smooth voice about it. And I'll probably maybe put up some images from the chapter to go along with what I'm talking about. But if you've seen the chapter, then, you could just put this on in the background and listen to me yabber on about, Seraph. That's the plan. So, getting into it, wow, okay, so this chapter was a lot. I must admit, 98 is my favorite update chapter I've read so far. I got up to date at 96 chapters, so it was back in, like, November. So December was my first chapter update, which was 97. And then since then, I've been reading monthly. But, oh my gosh, 98 was really good. 97 was a little disappointing because it was just all flashbacks. And then 98 was just rocking and kicking. And of course, Mika's my favorite character. So whenever he shows up, I am very happy. And 99 was a bit disappointing. I share a lot of sentiments that the fandom has. That Yu's rotten brain cells was really annoying me, and just his complete lack of care for things, and the fact that Kamizuki and Yoichi were the only voices of reason last chapter. Like, of course, I can't believe I have to turn to these two because everyone else is a fucking idiot in this series. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Kamizuki is pretty level-headed, and Yoichi is best boy number one, so if you hear noises in the background, it could be my lizard. He is currently rebelling against me because I got him out to film with and then he didn't want to stay still, so he's back in his enclosure. But basically, okay, so chapter 100, a demon appears. Oh man, they had me instantly. I knew that they had to do something with either Mika or Yu, or Mika and Yu together, because chapter 100 has so much significance because of their last name, Hyakuya, meaning, I think it's 100 nights or 100 dreams. I think it's 100 dreams. Or is it 100 nights? I can't remember, but it's one of those. And I don't know enough Japanese to clarify that. Sorry, I don't know enough kanji to clarify that. My kanji is horrendous. I'm getting better, I promise. But, so, oh my gosh, this chapter, all about Mika, basically. So, like, I'm in it for it. So it basically starts off with Ashomaru and Mika's fight, which, I'm here for it because I've been wanting this demon fight for a few chapters now. Like, come on, I've been waiting for a demon fight. And I'm kind of glad we got it because I was really pumped for it. But I'm like, at what stakes, what consequences did we have to deal with for me to get this demon fight? But yeah, you having 0 brain cells still, but he does seem to be like smartening up a little bit. He's like, oh, don't touch Mika, or like, don't hurt Mika, I'm not gonna be happy. But at the same time, like, that's obviously what he's doing. You grow a brain cell, please, I'm begging you. But it's good that Gurren wasn't in this chapter much, because I swear to God, if I had to deal with more Gurren, I would have like just fucking died on the spot. I'm sick of this bitch, just put him away. But oh my gosh. You getting hit on the head with chalk? Amazing, marvelous. Everyone else is smart enough to pick it up, but you? No, definitely not. That's great. It's good to see a little bit of Mitsuba and Kamizuki too. Also the fact that Yoichi also doesn't know the basics. of spellcraft. Like, you go, my boy. I love you so much. He's such a champion. Oh, the little pictures of Yoichi, little Yoichi, and you in their outfits, their little school outfits. Oh man, I miss the school times so much. Shit got serious, and now I'm like, God, can you go back to demon slaying school? Oh, sorry, vampire slaying school. Oh man. Yoichi's so precious. I love him so much. It's good to see so much Mitsuba, Yoichi, and Kimizuki, because it's mostly been about you, Mika, and Shinoa. So it's good to see the rest of the gang. And I don't care about Gurren, so but sadly he is there. I care even less about Mahiru. I'm sorry, Mahiru is my least favorite character. I'm sorry if you really like Mahiru. It's cool. You know, I'm sure she has more impact in the... I haven't read the Gurren's light novels yet either. I've read the vampire ones, but I haven't read Gurren's because I've been putting it off because it's Gurren and I don't like him. But anyway. Oh, yeah, right. Mahiru pulled out Mika's sword. She just had Mika's sword. And I almost didn't recognize it because it's such a, not a shallow design. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like a simplistic design compared to how it is in the anime. Like, his sword in the anime is so much more whoosh whoosh out there, you know? But this one is, like, very, very tiny sword. The hilts are very tiny. But it's really great. Like, oh man, I love seeing it again. I love his little thorn sword. Oh my god. You freaking out like, whoa, that's Mika's sword. Just bouncing around it. He's such a cutie. Oh my god. Alright, Cruel's in this chapter. I forgot. I was too busy focusing on the demon fight. Can you blame me? Oh, man. Yeah, Shinoa's still blocking out the first. Yeah, nothing new there. Nothing new with these guys. That's true. We still don't know much about Cruel and Ashimaru's past. Or Ashera, I guess. I should probably start calling him. Nah, Ashimaru sounds cooler. I'm sorry. I'm with the first on this one. Let's give you a more Japanese name. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, yes. And then we get back into the fight. Yes. Oh, I am here for this. Oh, man. Every panel with Demon Mika is a gem. Oh, he's so precious. Like, oh my gosh. I miss Vampire Mikaela so much. I really do. Vampire Mika is, like, the best. But it's good to see Demon Mika. It's just good to see Mika again. You know what I'm saying? I've missed this boy so much. He is the glue holding this series together. If Mika didn't exist in this comic anymore and he'd full-on died, I don't know if I would want to keep reading it. Because he's just the most entertaining source there, and like, you would lose so much of his character without Mika. You can't just kill off Mika, because if you do that, Yu's character just loses so much. What's the point of even, like, reading it anymore? Yu's gonna be so boring without Mika. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Yu is boring without any of the other characters there. I'm sorry, he just doesn't have anything to keep him going. He's great when everyone else is there, but when no one else is there, Yu is just little gelatinous blob is what I meant to say. But oh my god, I'm so excited that, okay, I really love the fact that Demon Mika's weapon is crosses. Like, that's just so cool to me. And I guess there's some resemblance to his sword too, in a way. Like, the sword kind of looks a bit like a cross. But like, the fact that he uses crosses and he's supposed to be like the son of an angel, / he's an angel himself. Like, that's really cool. That's some nice symbolism. I like that. Oh man. I just love how chill he is, but oh man. Of course he's fast. Mika's fast thing, that's like his one main trait, is that he's really fast with everything he does. Oh man. Oh god. Ashimaru had me so worried in this chapter. Oh no. I don't want to see them fight. I don't want to pick between them, because obviously I'm going to pick Mika. Like, Ashimaru, who are you? I don't care anymore. And the minute you stood up against Mika, I'm like, you die now. Oh, man. Oh, every panel with Mika. God, Yamato's work is so good. So, Yamamoto. Shouldn't call him by his first name. Yamamoto's work is so good. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, I really wanted Ashimaru to get pegged by the fucking... Not pegged, that's probably the wrong word to use, but I really wanted him to get stabbed with the, one of the crosses, the sword crosses, and I'm glad he did. Even if it was just an illusion, still, it's like, oh man. You and Mika and their constant 700 billion years of just eating cup noodles the entire time. I respect this wish. Oh. Man. I can protect them, Mika! You've got this, baby boy! Oh, he's so precious. I love his cute little outfit. Oh, damn. Hold still, I devour you. The next panel. Ashomaru like, move, 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 move. I love it. Oh, it's so great. I love how he just transports the house super far away. Come on, Mika, you're the best. Oh man, okay, I love this shit with the skyscraper. Like, okay, it is honestly terrifying me to look at this panel with the skyscraper because that's such a beautiful panel. Like, oh my god, there's some really beautiful work in this, but oh, at the same time, I would cry to have to draw that. But I love it. Yamamoto goes above and beyond. I love his fight stuff. This is my world, and you're not part of it. Guitar riff in the background. Man. Damn it. Ashomaru was too smart. I love how shooketh Mika looks. He's like, he jumped into the building? Why would he do that? Oh, man. That's pretty clever, though. Oh. Wait, what does that thing say in the background? There's like a building? Guy... Lunche or something. I don't know. There's a name in the building. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's like in the background. He's like written rough text for a building. That's really cool. I wonder what that says. But oh man, Ashomaru outsmarting. Yeah. Did anyone ever work out what is wrong with his horns? Because his horns are just the little tiny things that Krul has as well. They look like just gems that sit on his head. Like he just has like little gem clips and stuff. But all demons are supposed to have horns, so where are his? That's not sexy at all. Every demon should have horns. Oh, man. I know most people, like, some people don't like it when there's a lot of panels where there's not much dialogue, and I totally understand because dialogue really helps push it forward, but these panels where it's just, especially pages where it's basically just them fighting, and it's like Ashomaru hopping around the whole thing. Like, he's going up the elevator chute. How cool is that? Oh, man. Maybe I'm just so giddy about it because I do comic making on the side, and I like... Oh man, this kind of shit, this is like dream goals. Man, Yamamoto's style is gorgeous. Like, I can only imagine just handing him the script, like, being Kagami and handing him the script and being like, here you go, work your magic. Oh, but, what's his name? Furuyu, Daisuke Furuyu. I think he's the guy who does the storyboards, so it's storyboard as well. Which would be much easier, because if you just, like, were given a script, that shit's hard, man. And then it's just like, here you go, the character has to say this at this point. How did he get up the elevator chute? That's up to you. And then you're like, okay, I guess I'll draw a few panels of excellent elevator chuteness. Like, oh man. It's good. It's good. I love Yamamoto style. That's one of the things I love the most about Seraph, is it is so enjoyable to look at. It's a gorgeous style. Oh man. Oh, he just slices the building in half. Why are you like this, Mika? I love this kid, but so extra. He just made all these skyscrapers and he's like, I'm just gonna bash them up. God, he's so powerful. I've seen a lot of talk on whether or not that people aren't sure if Demon Mika is actually Owl Mika, like, Yu's Mika, or if it's, the first son Mikaela, which is an interesting point of contention, because we don't know that yet, but there are two Mikas at the moment, so, and it was implied back in, I can't remember the chapter title name, but I'll flash it up on the screen, but it's the one where, his wings grow on his back, where he's having the dream. I think it's like 83 or something, or 84 maybe, but it's the chapter where he basically realizes that he's like, or it's like where he's in the dream world, and it's like where they're eating the cup noodles, that's where he comes from. Like, that's implied to be Almika, because he knows it's a dream, but he's so tired and he just doesn't really care anymore. Which, I can't blame the guy, man, he's been through so much. I keep saying it to everyone who asks, but Mika is the most bashed character in this series. No other character gets bashed as much as Mika does. And I don't mean that in the, like, the sense of, like, fanfic bashing, where it's like a character is just always bashed as a character. I mean, like, generally physically bashed, like, abused. Like, Mika is physically abused a lot in this story, but he is also bashed as a character. which I don't think that's, like, maliciously done. I think it's mainly just how the story is progressing. But it just kind of sucks that Meek is the one who gets the most abuse. Like, this poor kid, he's been through so much. He's only 16. Just leave him alone, Kagami, please. Let Mika rest. 2K21. Oh, okay, but back to the chapter. Oh, man. So this is the part where Ashimaru pulls the thing on him, pulls the 180 because the other characters are there. Oh yeah, Kasekio finally shows up. I'm like, oh man, I love the fact that he just forgot about Kasekio and Gekkoin. Like, me too, Mika. I'm sorry, but Gekkoin is hot AF though, so how could you forget him? But Kasekio, that little gremlin, yeah, everyone forgets the gremlin. But oh man, I just love watching this guy create all these crosses. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, but this has me so scared. Oh my god. Oh no. The coffin trick. It's so smart. Oh no. And then they blow up Mika's arm. How could you do that? That's so mean. You may be the first kid, but when it's 3-on-1, we win. I mean, it's us three. Go back to language school. I love him though. Oh my god. I can't help it because I love all of the demons. I think that's what made chapter 98 so much fun and like so heartbreaking at the same time, because we finally got like dialogue and stuff with Demon Mika, and like he was fully showing up. But then like the other ones are there too, so it was kind of like, oh no, you can't pit all the demons against each other. We love them. And I was like so sad with it. But oh my god, and Ashimaru breaks through to the dream you and Mika, and I'm just crying because also blowing up Mika's arm, that's a bit mean. I mean, obviously he can regenerate it, but wow, we won't be outdone by a newborn. Okay, rude. Technically, if Demon Mika is the first son Mika, like, because his name's Mika as well. Mikaela. I guess I call him Mikaela. The first son, Mikaela. If Demon Mika is the first son, Mikaela, then he has been alive for more than any of you on this planet except for his father. So, like, he's not really that much of a newborn. Also, wasn't he supposed to be said that he's like, yeah, he's like the king of demons. It was like implied that he's the king of demons, so he's like the strongest. But I guess 3 black rank demons, or is it black star rank demons or black rank demons? I think I'm getting confused with some stuff from Soul Eater. I think they're black demon weapons or black weapons or something. Anyway, 3 of their highest ranking demons against the highest ranking demon. I can understand how that would even out the odds a bit more, but still. Oh no. But it's so sad, like, oh man. Okay, but how funny does it look that Ashimaru's knee just like looks like it's slammed into the wall, not the wall, the desk or the table. It's like, just imagine his knee breaks, but he's like, I gotta look cool still. I gotta fight through the pain. Oh, but oh my god, we got dialogue from Dream Mika too. Which, if the theories are to be believed, which I think there's some good truth to it. I do think that Dream Mika more resembles Yu's Mika, our Mika. I like to call him our Mika because he's all of our Mikas. But oh man. Oh no. Oh, Mika. I love the way Yu grabs Mika's arm. Like, even the dream Yu is like, I'm gonna protect you. Oh, but how Devo does fucking Demon Mika look? Oh my god. I hate the side-by-side comparisons where it's like the first chapter where like Mika's watching his family die and he's like, no, stop, kind of thing. And then it's the same thing he's doing now and it's like, Kagami, why would you do this to us? Oh man. Everything's exploding. The background looks amazing. Do. I love this. Don. I love the sound effect. Don is so good. Rip your poor little hearts to shreds. Oh my god. Ashimaru, what are you doing? Oh my god. He has me so scared. I'm like, I want to love him. I really do. I really want to love Ashimaru, but like, and I do love him. Especially anime Ashimaru. He was so good. But like, I can't. When he opposes Mika, I just can't do it. And I'm like, part of me is like, okay, so from chapter 98, where we realized that Ashimaru was basically working for the first vampire, he wasn't on you and that side, and Yu's like, oh, I don't want to believe that because I don't have a brain cell, but also, if you hurt Mika, like, I like the fact that he said, if you hurt Mika, I can't forgive you, basically. Like, he's like, it's okay if you're working with the first, but if you hurt my boy, sorry, his quote-unquote friend, if you hurt my best friend, my childhood best friend, yeah, whatever then I won't forgive you. But it's like, he's gonna reach that decision where he has to go, it's like, does he side with Gurren and turn Mika into a weapon? Do they do that before Mika's soul is taken away by the demons, or do they go ahead and do they go ahead and fight their demons so that they can just save Mika's soul as he is, and then he'll stay like a demon like that? And it's like, there's so many different pathways, because like they could create they could move Mika into the sword, like they can trap him in the sword and make him curse gear. He could get his soul ripped out by Ashimaru, and then he's like ready for the take. He's prime and ripened for the taking by the first, which I don't know what he plans to do with Mika's soul. I think that's one of the things I'm most interested in, is if he takes Michaela's soul, then what does that mean? Like, obviously that's going to dissolve Demon Mika. He won't be there anymore. And if Demon Mika can't support the dream / the desire he has, the desire world that little dream you and Mika live in, and if that Mika is our Mika, then is he going to disappear, or is he going to like revert back into the soul with the Demon Mika? And if Demon Mika is the first son Michaela, then why would his soul be there when his body is still presumably somewhere that the first has access to? I don't think he's in ancient Greece anymore. They're not going to move this entire story to ancient Greece randomly. But like, in Greece, it's not ancient anymore. But I think he must have like his son's body somewhere, because I'm assuming the reason he kept his son's body in perfect condition for so long is because he wants to revive him into that body. So he wants to take the closest thing to his soul that he's managed to farm so far. For lack of better wording, farming is what he's been doing with you and Mika's soul. So like, Mika's soul turning into, like, being put into the first son Michaela's body. But then like, if he does that, then Demon Mika and Dream Mika basically both just disappear. And if there are like two halves of his soul, and it's not actually first son Michaela at all, and he is still asleep, then the two halves of his soul are obviously going to break. Or if he takes the soul from Demon Mika, wait, but what if the soul isn't in Demon Mika? What if Demon Mika is the shell protecting the soul, and Demon Mika is the half of, is like used as, not you, you shut up, you're not in this conversation. Mika, what if Demon Mika is the shell of, like, the protecting the actual soul, which is the desire, which is like Mika's desire, which is him in the dream world with you. So that dream Mika is actually our Mika's soul, like his heart. It's like his heart / soul, right? And then the thing that's protecting his heart and soul from being taken is the shell that he created for himself in Demon Mika. Because he didn't really create it for himself. He had no choice. He was turning into a demon anyway. But like, I don't know, there's just something about, like, I think that's a likely theory. Either the theory that I've seen other people talking about, where it's Demon Mika being the first son Michaela, who I honestly just want to start calling Michelangelo, because I'm getting really sick of saying Mika and Michaela and stuff like that. But I digress. I want to call him Michelangelo, but I don't want to, like, shoot myself in the foot, so to speak. So I'll just keep calling him first son Michaela. But first son Michaela, if he is Demon Mika, then he's protecting the soul of our Mika, which I assume could be because he either senses that that's his soul as well, or like that's the closest thing to him, or like he feels like a bond with it of some kind, or he knows who Mika is, and he's been watching through like Mika's eyes this whole time, or something like that, because Mika has like that weird thing with the like the Michaela gene and stuff they mentioned in like the light novels, and it was weird, and I don't know what the fuck Kagame was on when he was writing that, but something to do with that. So it could be that that's their link, but it could also be that I don't know, it's just, there's the thing, I think the problem is that there's a few different theories that could turn out to be true at this point, and I don't know which one I want to believe more. But I think, if I was to take a guess, I think the idea that, both of the Mikas are our Mika, and that, first son Michaela hasn't woken up yet, could be a bit stronger, because I think he really is, because he doesn't remember who he is. So he could either be Demon Mika could either be First Son Mikaela or a shell of our Mika, like the protective. So basically, it's basically like Demon Mika is like the vampire aspect that is like protecting Mika from dying, kind of equivalent, before he turned into a full vampire and then his memory started fading and all that heartbreaking jazz, because it's not angsty enough unless Mika's suffering, am I right, fellas? But, oh my gosh, it's just so crazy. It's hard to, like, land my thoughts, which is why this video is so rambly, because I just have so many thoughts about Seraph, and there's so much stuff that could be going on, and I just want to know, like, oh man, like, so what if you entered one of those caskets, like, the coffins, that Kiseki made for them to get into Mika's dream world? What if he entered one of those and then saw Mika? I honestly thought that's what was going to happen when the last chapter ended with him looking at the coffins. I thought he was going to jump into one and then find them all fighting, and then that was going to be like the Mika third time reunion in chapter 100 endgame kind of thing. Like that they got another reunion scene, because apparently 2 reunion scenes isn't enough, but Kagami can write another one and make me fall in love with these characters all over again for another reunion scene. Like, how many times can you write these 2 meeting each other again and still make my heart just die instantly? But it's true. Oh, but that's what I thought was gonna happen, but then I guess you can only go into his dream space. He might not be able to get through there because he doesn't have the same form as a demon, because he's still a human. So, oh my gosh, I'm not sure what the humans are gonna do, because I don't think they're gonna win, like, okay, so Shinoa's trying everything she can to keep the First at bay right now, so the First can't do anything right now, he's just relying on the demons to act for him. But, okay, so they're really close to finishing, they've drawn up the circle, they've got the sword in, so they're trying to get him to, like, come to the sword, I guess. But yeah, it's okay, but like, so okay, wait a minute, this has just made me think of something else. What if Ashio Maru is going for Mika's desire, which, if we bite into the theory I was mentioning before, could be Dream Mika is his soul / his heart. So if Ashiyomaru is going after that, and because maybe he realizes that it's like, he can destroy that and then Demon Mika is useless, basically, because he has nothing to protect, so maybe he'll just, like, fade away or something like that because his soul is gone, or he won't be a nuisance anymore. But, like, what if he's about to take them out and then Mika, like, I don't know, has some big epiphany of power because he is the king of demons, but then, like, the humans, they finish their trapping device thing and they trap Demon Mika in the sword, so they take the shell away from the soul, leaving it out to bare, and then Ashimaru and the fucking lads of demons out there just get to go in and be like, yes, let's go, we can take the soul straight to the First, yeehaw, we win, Mika's fucked. Basically, I'm so unsure, I don't know what's going on and I'm so scared. Hold my hand, please. But oh my gosh, I stopped thinking about the humans because I thought for sure there was no way that they were gonna win, that Ashimaru was gonna get there first and he was gonna win against Demon Mika. I thought for sure that the First was gonna get Mika's soul, because we haven't seen anything of First Son Mikaela, and I just know that Kagami is gonna bring him in at some point, because, like, what is the point of introducing him as a character and giving him the same appearance as 12-year-old Mika, and the same name as Mika, but not, like, putting him in the story to any relevance? But, like, what is his relevance, other than the fact that, our Mika's soul is the closest the First has ever gotten to reproducing his son's soul, I guess, so he's, like, going to put that into his son and then revive him, sort of thing. So, obviously, that's why Mika's around, but it's like, if he does that, okay, first of all, I kind of have this little, like, thinly veiled hope that if the First does get Mika's soul and puts it in his dead son's body, and the First Mikaela is awoken, that he hates his father as well and basically just turns on him immediately. Can you imagine if that happened? Like, he's like, yes, I've been looking for my son, here he is, young Seraph Mikaela the First, and then, like, he wakes up this, like, bombshell of a fucking Seraph, because I'm sure he's powerful AF, he's probably the first trumpet, of the first trumpeter, and, like, he just wakes up and he's like, fuck you, father, you've destroyed everything, and he immediately goes and, like, joins Yu's side, and he's like, let's fuck my dad up. I want it to happen so bad. I just want everyone versus the first, and I just want it to go down. But then it's gonna probably read too much the same as just Demon Mika fighting them, so I don't think that that's really gonna happen. But I do think we haven't seen enough of the first son, Mikaela, or if it is going to be confirmed that Demon Mika is actually him, because he doesn't have memory, so he could just be a shell protecting a soul, or he could be the shell of the first Mikaela protecting the soul that he is, like, bonded to, because it's basically his soul, but it's also our Mika's soul. Seraph's very complicated. Don't come into this, don't, I hope you didn't click on this video expecting just the tiniest little thing, or like a 5-minute thing where I go over the chapter and go, wow, that looks cool, wow. Because that's just the beginning. Just leave after that if you just want that. If you're in this far, then you're listening to the rambles full out, but oh my god, okay. Closing thoughts, because otherwise I could go on forever talking about this, but I think my thoughts for what might happen in a chapter 101. First of all, I should say congratulations to the team. Obviously, they're not going to watch this video, but, like, congratulations are in order because 100 chapters is a huge milestone, and it's so cool to see happen. But my thoughts for 101. Okay, so it ends with Ashiromaru, like, mere inches away from Dream Mika and Yu's, and it doesn't look like Demon Mika is going to be able to stop him. So I think it could go one of two ways in terms of Demon Mika. Dream Mika. Either Ashiromaru does tear him up and his soul is there, so then Ashiromaru gets his soul and can give it to the first straight away. Or, Dream Mika, because in that last chapter, that chapter where he was like, he realized he was in a dream and that he was so tired, that chapter, at the end, his Seraph wings came out. So his Seraph gene must have activated, like, surely this dying as a vampire separated it, because I subscribe into the theory that him becoming a vampire sealed off his Seraph gene. Like, he can't be a vampire and a Seraph at the same time. That's why you can be a Seraph, but he can't. And the other guy that we've seen, the sixth trumpeter who was summoning the Four Horsemen of John, he had a demon in him, so he was also a human with a demon contract kind of thing. I think that his Seraph gene got made dormant because he was a vampire, but the moment he stopped being a vampire, because he died as a vampire and was reborn as a demon, and then his soul has come out as Dream Mika, or Dream Mika has become his desire, or something like that. Like, whatever you want to buy into for that kind of theory. The fact is that he's not a vampire anymore. Part of him is human once again, the dream part, and that's what turned into a Seraph. So I think his Seraph gene was reactivated, or he can at least turn into a Seraph through some convoluted Kagami bullshit, probably. I'm sure he might bother to explain it to us peasants one day, but until then, that's what I think. I think if Ashiromaru doesn't take Dream Mika's soul, or destroy Dream Mika, thus destroying Demon Mika's desire and basically ending him, then he might go Seraph on them. Or something might happen where Demon Mika does get captured into the cursed gear, and then Dream Mika, without any defense or anything, he does what you did. Oh, wait, what if Ashiromaru kills Dream You first, and then Mika, seeing you die, does the exact same thing that you did when he first went Seraph? Like, he just fucking loses it, and like, his wings come back out and he goes full on Seraph, but like, probably not half Seraph like you did the first time, where like he only had the one wing and he was completely out of control before he turned into the full King of Salt. I think Mika might just go full Seraph because he's at that stage where I think he could. I also strongly believe that Mika is the first trumpeter, so I think that has to do something to do with their power levels, right? Because the King of Salt beat the Abaddon, the demon of destruction, or the angel of destruction, or whatever Mirai's thing was, whatever her trumpet's deal was, that thing, he beat her, and she was the 4th or the 5th trumpeter. Sorry, I forget. She's one of those. I think she was the 5th trumpeter. Maybe I'm wrong. She might have been 4th. Anyway, she was a trumpeter ranked lower than you, if we subscribe to the view that the first trumpeter is the best trumpeter. And I think Mika is that because he's the son of an angel / an angel himself, but like, he's the son of a major angel, because obviously the first vampire wasn't, Shikama Doji was an angel that got smited and sent down to earth, like in a kind of Lucifer style thing, so that's why he's a demon now, the devil. He's got turned into a vampire, which I assume would be somewhere in line with the devil. So that makes a lot of sense. And but I'm not really sure if the Lucifer analogy applies more to Shikamadoji or his son. I think it's more him. I don't think Mikhail's in it as much, so I think he's more the Lucifer analogy, and Mika must be something else, or he might be something to do with Michelangelo, which is, I guess, the origins of his name is Michael, so the angel Michelangelo might have something to do with that as well. But it remains to be seen. This is all just guesswork. It's just wild theories at this point, because until we get more information from Kagami and we know what happens at the end of this demon fight, like what direction it goes in, because there's so many directions it can go in, and I think that's why it has me so, like, hyped up on theories, because I just get like this so easily when I'm so highly invested in a series. But oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what happens. Personally, I want to see Mika go Seraph so bad. I've been waiting so long for Seraph Mika, and I just want to see it. Please, I'm begging. But also at the same time, I don't want something super tragic to happen. Like, I don't want him to get ripped apart. I don't want you to get ripped apart in front of him to turn him into a Seraph. And I don't want Demon Mika to get sealed in the sword, especially if Demon Mika is the first son, Mikhaila. I don't want him to get ripped into the sword and away from our Mika, and then our Mika dies as a result, loses his soul, and, like, his soul gets trapped in, like, a form that the first can use, so then it's like, our Mika's out of the picture once again, and then we don't know what's gonna happen to him, and the first son, Mikhaila, would be trapped with you then, and it's like, oh, he would not be happy. He'd be like, who is this nasty little child? Let me go. I am an angel. But anyway, I think that's enough wild theories for now, but I'm very excited to see where we go from here, because, oh my god, so much action in this chapter. So much fun stuff. I wanted a demon fight, but at what cost did this demon fight come at? Oh man, I fear so much for their dream selves right now. I'm so scared. But we'll see how it goes. Until then, chapter 101 drops on April 1st, so not too long now, but still scary, scary times ahead. Oh, we'll see. But until then, I have rambled for long enough. Thank you so much for listening. Feel free to drop any theories y'all have down below, comments, hit me up on Twitter, whatever sort of thing. I want to hear it all. I love observing other people's thoughts and feelings, because I probably don't think of them myself, and then I'm like, holy shit, that could happen too. And two, talking about Seraph while I wait for the next chapter is the only thing that keeps me alive. So until then, I thank you for watching again, and I will be signing off now. Take care of yourselves, and I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.